Hello, hello. It's time for another random Subway adventure. So first, let's pick a random line, and today we're not going to guess any closed stations. We're just going to pick a restaurant together. So let's go. Not each of them in here. And we got...
오!
Whoa. Yuko-san.
6호선 좀 괜찮아?
There are 39 stations. Number 18. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 16, 17, 18. 공덕?
오늘은 지하철 안 타고 걸어가겠다.
We used to live near Kongdok. It's literally like a 20-minute walk away from our house. So today there's no reason to ride the subway. We'll just walk there.
그래, 이런 날도 있지.
맞아.
걸어갔을 때랑 대중교통을 탔을 때 우리가 볼 수 있는 그 풍경도 좀 달라지잖아. 오늘은 걸으면서 좀 천천히 좀 더 느린 속도로 봤을 때 어떤 걸 볼 수 있는지 한번 봐보자.
Kongdok Station is one of the most central locations in Seoul, a transfer station between lines number 5 and 6, the airport line, and the Gyeonggi-Jungang line. We know the area like the back of our hand from doing food deliveries in the area, so it's time to show some of our favorite parts of the area and also explore some new places.
Okay, we've just walked about 15 minutes from our home in Shincheon to now we're at Taeyeong Station. This is where we used to live for 2 years before we moved to Shincheon. There's a nice walking path in between Taeyeong and Kongdok, which is why we're starting here. And we're also saving about 3,000 won by not taking the subway. Right here we got some very classy places, right? What kind of places are these, babe?
여기는 약간 양주를 파는 그런 술집이거든? 근데 나도 안에는
잘 모르겠지.
누가 갑자기 나오셔가지고.
아, 진짜? But here we have arrived at Gyeonggi-son Sukgye. So yeah, when we moved to Daeung, we had no idea about Gyeonggi-son Sukgye, right?
맞아. 나는 지금 홍대 막 진짜 많이 오잖아. 근데도 전혀 몰랐던 거야.
Oh, and one thing, like you see, it's only for pedestrians now. There's no bikes allowed. When we first moved here, there was like a lot of bikes on this path too.
근데 우리가 처음에 이사 왔을 때는 우리가 배달을 꽤 했었잖아. 근데 이때 배달을 할 때 여기 경의선 숲길을 이용할 수 있으면 되게 좋았거든 사실. 그래서 배달할 때는 여기가 그때 자전거나 이런 게 허용이 됐을 때 되게 편했어.
I think this path goes for maybe 5 kilometers or so. Goes from Gwacheon Station all the way to Samgakji. So if you're in Seoul and you want a nice walk, this is probably the nicest walk that I've seen in Seoul. So.
그래서 여기 경의선 숲길 좋은 게 친구들이나 아는 사람들을 데리고 와서 이런 데 걷기 좋잖아. 좀 걷고 근처에 이제 밥집도 되게 많아. 그래서 밥 먹고서 이렇게 산책경 걷고 이런 데 있어. 이런 곳에 앉아서 같이 얘기도 하고 카페 꼭 가지 않아도 날씨 좋을 땐 이렇게 야외에서 놀 수도 있으니까 참 좋다고. 이제 공덕이 가까워진다는 걸 알 수 있는 게 앞쪽에 뷰가 약간 건물 뷰가 많이 늘어났지?
Yeah, this is one of the most expensive parts of Seoul to buy a house in, right? They're all between like 1.5 billion won to 2 billion won. 1 to 1.5 million US dollars. So yeah, I don't think many people could buy places here without going into debt. It's pretty much the same everywhere in the world right now, but that is definitely how Seoul works. And it's quite a bit more expensive here than the rest of Korea.
So what about the lives of those well off in Korea? We explored the vicinity of the expensive apartments nearby. And instead of places like Kimbap Cheongguk in our area that sells typical Korean food for a good price, you get places like this diet cafe that sells salads and health foods. And there's even a place marketed as a health food convenience store that is run without employees.
So here you got like a bunch of sandwiches and stuff. A lot of like sandwiches in Korea are quite different than what I was used to in Canada, but these ones are similar, I guess. Just like lettuce, veggies, meat, and cheese. So there's chili here, which I've actually never seen being sold in Korea before. What's the company called?
풀무원 맞아.
풀무원?
그리고 지금 풀무원이 한국 연예인을 광고 모델로 해서 채식 관련된 식품 엄청 많이 만들었거든.
Yeah, that is an unmanned store in a nice neighborhood in Korea. Where's the next place, babe?
여기는 내가 요즘에 찾은 곳이거든, 새롭게. 그러니까 유기농 제품을 한국에서 찾는 게 조금 쉽지 않거나 찾을 수 있어도 굉장히 가격이 비싼 경우가 있어. 근데 여기가 합리적인 가격으로 살 수도 있고 유통 과정도 조금 약간 공정해 보이더라고. 아직 자세히는 모르겠지만 그래도 지금까지는 굉장히 좋아서 한번 보여주고 싶었어. 1,000원. 한 돈 돼지
100g 당?
다지면 야 이거 엄청 괜찮다.
고기 먹을 때 여기로 와야겠다.
그러죠. 약간 비싸다 이런 편견 때문에 사람들이 유기농을 안 사잖아. 여기는 되게 그 제품마다 가격 차이가 있긴 하지만 자기가 자주 먹는 제품들이 좀 여기서 저렴하다 싶으면 여기서 계속 살 수 있는 거야. 약간 자유방목 그런 계란들도 여기서는 3-4천 원대거든? 유기농이나 건강한 먹거리에 대해서 관심이 많은 사람들은 이곳을 한 번쯤은 와보길 추천해.
We made it to Kongdeok Ogori, which is one of the biggest intersections in Seoul. Kongdeok is one of Seoul's main business hubs, so there are massive office buildings everywhere.
If you're walking around this area during the day on a weekday, you'll see a ton of people working and everyone's kind of like rushing around, you know, because it's just such a busy office area. And there's like a lot of really massive companies. Like we saw Asiana Airlines back there, the Buddhist Broadcasting Channel or whatever.
BBS.
And wherever there are office workers, there are tons of restaurants too. We ventured into Kongdeok's famous Mapogalmegi Komok, which has a lot of older traditional barbecue restaurants that have been around for a while.
What's in here? It's like 한약 or
녹용을 이렇게 다려가지고 오랫동안 끓이나? 자세히는 모르겠는데 그래서 그 안에서 나온 진한 액기스 있잖아. 그런 걸 약처럼 약간 먹는 거야. 약간 스테미나를 보완해주는 제품이랄까? 그리고 아무래도 회사 하면 뭐야 회식이 있잖아.
맞아.
그러니까 여기가 다 술집이 굉장히 많아.
yeah, these alleyways are incredibly busy. We're kind of weaving in and out of the cars. There's little alleys and businesses everywhere. It's hectic Seoul, but also it's got its own charm to it for sure.
여기도 갈매기집. 약간 고깃집이야 다. 연탄 있다. 연탄불에 구우면 맛이 또 다르다고 하잖아. 이거 진짜 오래된 느낌이다. 아 여기 이거는 연탄을 여기다 하나 보다. 불을 이렇게 해서 이렇게 가져가시나. 아 여기 배달 많이 했어. 여기 김치찌개집이잖아.
나도.
굴다리 김치찌개집.
This place is legendary. So many people get delivery from here.
안녕하세요. 2명. 야 너 뭐 먹을래? 저기 제육도 있어.
제육볶음 김치찌개 하나씩?
하나씩도 괜찮아요. 네, 감사합니다. 이때 점심 때 오면 좋은 게 약간 작은 포션으로도 시킬 수 있으니까 좀 더 싸게 저렴하게 먹을 수 있다.
Is one cool thing. A lot of places in Korea, there's seats. You can store your jackets and stuff inside so they don't get smelly. 감사합니다. 네. You can see the food came out before I even sat down.
세팅하기 전에 이미 나왔네.
So we got some seaweed, some fried fish cakes right there, spinach side dish, chunga kimchi, which is radish kimchi, keramari, which is like a egg omelet, kimchi jjigae, kimchi stew, which this place specializes in, and then we got 제육볶음, which is spicy stir-fried pork.
김치를 또 맛을 봐야죠. 그냥 샤르르르 녹아. 김치가 녹고 양념이 진짜 안에까지 잘 밴 느낌이고.
And try the broth, yeah.
가게에서 먹는 그 달콤한 느낌의 김치찌개 맛이지만 또 이런 맛이 땡길 때가 있다고.
I think this is with samgyeopsal, right?
그렇지.
제육볶음. This place is really good, for sure.
진짜 맛있었다. 극강의 감칠맛이었다.
Everyone is coming out from their work right now, eh?
맞아.
Oh, it is lunchtime.
One thing I've noticed while living in Korea is once it hits noon on a weekday, it seems like the entire country goes out for lunch together. At all my jobs in Canada over 10 years ago, usually we'd grab lunch separately and stagger our breaks at different times so there was always someone working. Here in Seoul, a lot of places almost shut down completely between 12 and 1 p.m. and coworkers from various companies scatter the streets to all the different restaurants nearby, giving them plenty of customers every day, and this might be why eating out here is so affordable.
So getting close to Mapoyong now. It's the next station over. It's close to the Han River, so we're gonna go check out the Han River just to show, even though there's like a bunch of office buildings here, you're actually close to some quieter spots too.
내일이 명절이잖아. 그래서 다들 일찍 퇴근하나 봐.
Yeah, so tomorrow is the start of Seollal, which is Lunar New Year in Korea. And this is the biggest holiday in Korea. It's kind of like celebrating Christmas, so the whole family gets together. Sometimes they do Chesa, which is like offering food to the ancestors, right? And you kind of bow to the ancestors and show your appreciation.
설날에 굉장히 음식이 많잖아. 그거 다 준비하잖아, 우리가 각자. 그래서 내일은 설날에 준비하는 날로 빨간 날이고 장만일이라고 하거든. 음식 장만한다 그래서 장만일이고, 그리고 그 다음 날 이번 주 토요일이 실제 설날인 거지.
Korea is getting a lot busier because everyone's starting to prepare for it.
명절 이런 거 다가오면 한 그 명절 일주일 전부터 슈퍼마켓 이런 장 보는 데도 되게 바쁘고, 배달도 맨날 지연 이런 문자 오고 막 배송 그런 관련된 안내가 되게 많아지잖아.
But we're at the entrance to the Han River Park.
그래서 이런 것도 새로 만들어졌어.
Yeah, this is just kind of an empty plaza area when we got here, and they made this ship here.
그 교통 트랜스포테이션 하면 사실 옛날엔 다 배잖아. 물 여기 한강으로 다니는 거잖아. 거기에 약간 중심지 같은 부분이었대. 그럼 옛날부터 좀 여기가 분해가 났겠네.
맞아. This area is so amazing because like there's not that many people walking around here. There's tons of space. It's just got like a really calm and relaxing atmosphere over here. This is like basically our dream area to live in.
이 집에서 살면 당연히 좋긴 한데 그럴 능력이 좀 빚을 지고 이러는 걸 우리가 별로 선호하지 않으니까 자기 선택에 따라 사는 거지. 꼭 여기서 살아야 하는 건 아니고. 근데 진짜 동네가 정말 좋다. 아, 역시 떡국떡. 설날에 우리가 떡국을 많이 먹잖아. 떡이 이렇게 길게 가래떡 뽑잖아. 옛날엔 그게 장수를 상징하는 거 있지. 이렇게 길게 산다. 그리고 그 떡국을 먹으면 이제 상징적인 의미로 떡국 한 그릇 먹으면 이제 한 살 먹는다. 새해 되면 우리가 나이가 바뀌니까 그렇게 한 살 먹는다 그렇게 생각했던 거지. 좀 재밌어.
We were on the way to Kongdeok's traditional market, but on the way there, we stopped by a familiar place to us. During the pandemic, food delivery became huge globally, but I think Seoul's system sticks out because there's enough population density for places like this. Amongst all these small restaurants on the basement floor of this building sits a row of rentable kitchens that only serve food to delivery customers.
Yeah, that's kind of how big the ecosystem is for food delivery in Korea. It used to be free when I first got here, but you have to pay about $2 to $4 now, which is still quite a bit cheaper than North America, I think. So
옛날에는 그리고 배달이 되는 게 종류도 별로 없었어. 중식 배달만 기억나고 지금처럼 이렇게 엄청 다양하지도 않았고 빨리 오지도 않았어.
when you got delivery from a Chinese place, they'd give you like actual bowls and plates, and they'd also give you a separate garbage bag. You'd put your plates and all that stuff inside the bag and leave it outside your door, and they'd come and pick up the dishes later. So I thought that was amazing when I first got to Korea because it was like such little waste for delivery.
근데 옛날에 진짜 내가 어렸을 때는 쓰레기 봉투를 사실 주는 게 아니야. 근데 사람들이 다 먹고 거기다가 쓰레기를 다 해가지고 이렇게 놓은 거야. 그러니까 이제 가게에서 치우기 쉽게 쓰레기 봉투를 아예 주기 시작했던 것 같아.
It was now time to head north to Kongdeok-dong, where things are a bit more on the traditional side.
So on the northern side of Kongdeok Station, there's kind of a more traditional area with like a traditional market and stuff like that. They sell everything though. It's like fruits, veggies, meat, banchan, all that kind of stuff. There's even like clothing, pots and pans, whatever you can think of, they got in there. It's pretty cool that it's so close to kind of modern intersection as well. This is kind of a funny thing about Korea. You get like these pop stars like IU and that's Jennie, right? From Blackpink. They both have soju advertisements. So
이 소주 광고를 찍는 사람이 누구냐에 따라서 이 여자의 연예인이 지금 굉장히 인기가 많다. 그걸 알 수 있는 거야. 와, 그거 붙인 게. 아, 명절이잖아. 설날에 붙인 게 많이 사거든.
멋있네.
이렇게 하나씩 다 붙이시는 거구나. 아, 식혜도 파네.
Gongdong Market was super busy for the New Year, but as you can see, they sell tons of fried food here, and it's famous for jeon, a Korean-style pancake that's filled with vegetables and often seafood too.
사장님, 이거는 뭐예요? 얘는?
홍어에
홍어.
네,
아, 와, 이렇게 써있다. 이제는 호객행위 삐끼라고 하거든? 삐끼 안 한다고. 와, 야, 녹두전 있다. 너네 광장시장 사람들 많이 알잖아. 안녕하세요. 너무 예쁘다. 맛있겠다. 야, 여기 되게 좋다. 야, 여기 홍어도 있대요. 수산시장 안 가도 되겠다, 야.
We were here during the pandemic, right? Last time? It's way more lively now than it
지금
used to
그리고
be.
설날 다가와가지고. 와, 여기도 부추 있다, 부추. 와, 여기도 괜찮다. 브로콜리 2,000원. 우와, 이거 봐.
They've gotten a lot more stock since we were here last time.
굉장히 신선하다. 그러니까 나는 명절마다 엄마가 항상 요리를 하셨으니까 같이 맨날 장 보러 갔거든? 근데 그 뭔가 장 볼 때 그 약간 향수 있잖아. 추억이 엄청 떠올랐어, 방금. 그래서 좀 좋았어.
It's really cool to see. You can kind of compare it to Christmas when everyone's kind of going shopping at the same time. It feels like really festive right now, you know?
Since we had lived in the area for about 2 years, we explored just about every nook and cranny around Gongdeok Station. But looking at the map, there was a pretty big park hidden away on top of a hill that neither of us had ever been to, so we decided to see what was there.
Nice little city hiking. Seoul's got tons of mountains within the city too, so you don't have to go far to hike, even if it's not in nature.
여기서 내려가면 장난 아니겠다. 수.
It's pretty funny how we lived so close to this beautiful park for 2 years, but had no idea it even existed. Sometimes I think we explore unknown places while traveling more in depth than our own backyard.
Honestly though, if we never made this video, we probably never would have came here. Even if we lived here another 10 years.
있는지도 몰랐다.
We don't really like check the map to explore that much in our own neighborhood.
근데 이렇게 안 하면 이만큼이나 탐험하러 오진 않으니까. 이게 뭐지?
That's crazy. It's like a temple or something.
Hyochang Gongwon contains the tombs of some of Korea's greatest leaders, and this is a shrine for them, which includes several independent activists such as Kim Gu, one of the most revered figures in Korea that helped it gain independence from the Japanese Empire in 1945.
여기가 의미가 굉장히 남다른 곳이었구나.
There's also a full-on soccer stadium we had no idea about, which is the first international soccer stadium in Korea, but I don't think it's used for matches these days.
Alright, so that'll do it for our tour of Gongdeok today. We knew this area very well, so it was pretty easy, but also fun for us just to check it out again and kind of explore, especially at the end there, that park. Didn't even know it existed, to be honest, so that was really cool to see. It was cool going to the kimchi jjigae place because we both delivered there a lot, and I was kind of curious about what it tasted like, and it ended up being really good. So
가깝다 보니까 또 동네 잘 알고 하잖아. 그래서 마음에 여유가 있다 보니까 원래 가지고 있던 것도 더 즐길 수 있었고 모르는 것도 좀 마음 편하게 막 구경할 수 있었던 것 같아. 그래서 약간 여유가 있이 잘 찍은 것 같은데 우리?
Yeah, thanks a lot for watching another little exploration video from us, and we will see you soon with another video.
Thank you so much.
We're getting better at that.